What's going on, everybody? We are back here live here in OT Radio Show, and man, we got a good show for tonight. Well, listen, man, we're gonna be sitting down with my man Aaron Stallworth, the Philly-based photographer. Hey, he's behind the Aaron Stallworth Photograph, known as the headshot guy. Hey, he built a reputation for catching powerful headshots, corporate events, and portraits that help individuals in a brand present themselves with confidence. And with a sharp eye and detail and passion for storytelling through his lens, because I've seen it up in personal. Hey, he helped us professionals elevate our image and make the lasting impression. So here with your boy OT, it's AKA the headshot guy. Hey, what's going on, Aaron? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man, OT. Thanks for having me today. I definitely appreciate it. Thanks for coming out yesterday and getting your headshot. Make sure I get that bad boy sent to you. I was like, the work day, like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let me get my man his headshot so he can go ahead and get with his life. But yeah, I can't wait till you get that headshot, bro. I'm really glad you're able to come out.
Listen, man, yo, I appreciate you just joining us, man, and all the things that you are doing, man, because a lot of time you don't see things that we have people in our own community that's actually doing bigger and better things than the celebrities that we're actually looking at. All right. So the people who may not know you yet, who is Aaron Stallworth and what inspired you to be this great photographer that you are?
God, Aaron Stallworth. Who is Aaron Stallworth? I'm Philly born, Philly raised. I didn't spend most of my days at the playground. My mom would have killed me. But I grew up in Philadelphia. Spent a lot of my time living in Philadelphia. I went to school just outside.
Okay, I think his headset. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, because you broke up a little bit. But
okay. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Just made sure I was doing the things I'm supposed to do with that. My desire to start photography pretty much came for just really taking pictures on a developable camera. I just started taking a lot of pictures, getting them developed, and just basically seeing them up close and personal, and just genuine reactions, smiles, expressions, and being able to savor those moments is what made photography become more important to me. My first camera that I got was like a 1.3 megapixel Olympus camera. And I was shooting, 1.3 megapixels. We're now at 48, darn near 50 megapixels now. You can get 24 megapixels on a cell phone. But imagine shooting with a 1.3 megapixel camera and thinking you are doing something great.
Right.
That was me, and just really taking that to a level in terms of being able to get my first DSLR camera, which was Nikon D40X, and pretty much being able to shoot and learn that camera and be able to capture different events. In terms of understanding, using lights, putting myself in situations to learn how to capture quality wedding, quality events, and then now capturing quality headshots. And then 20 years later, coming up on celebrating 20 years of being in business, we're here where I'm looking to redefine myself as a photographer because, everyone nowadays is a photographer.
Yeah.
But being really intentional on what I can do for the community as a photographer. Yes, I can capture your wedding. Yes, I can capture your event. Yes, I can capture your family portrait. But I can also capture a phenomenal headshot of you that will basically put you in a position to get a new job, new opportunity, whether it's acting, whether it's, you're going to grad school, whether you're starting in ministry, whatever the case may be, you need that headshot to put your best foot forward. And I want to help you put your best foot forward.
And see, that's what I like about this story, man, because, a lot of times when we talk about headshots, right, it's costly, right? So you taking your time out, and I'm all about the community to help the community out. Now, what went into that?
Initially, I went to a networking event, and I was able to meet with a gentleman who actually works for the Free Library.
Okay.
And they said the Free Library was offering free headshots to, the clients that were coming into the library at the Central Library. And they were looking to expand that program to another branch, the Joseph E. Coleman Northwest Regional Library in Germantown. So it's like, okay, we're looking for a photographer, come in and interview, and then, let's see if our values align and that you would be a good partner. And I guess when that was offered, it's like, okay, great. The library needs someone to come in and do headshots. Okay, let me go ahead and meet that need. And the library, fortunately enough, was able to compensate me And then through the year that I was working there, the constant thing that I heard was, this is so needed in our community.
Mm-hmm.
So need this opportunity to get a free headshot, because not everyone is walking around with hundreds of dollars in their pocket to pay a photographer for a headshot.
Yep.
And then the more I heard it, the more I said, you know what? I was there the first Tuesday and the first Saturday of the month. And that
Mm-hmm.
was it. And there were a lot of people that either couldn't come at certain times because they were working, other things. So it's like, okay, how can we expand and grow? And then pretty much beginning this year, I really said, you know what? It is time to really put this out there. Let's see what type of outreach we can get by
Mm-hmm.
putting headshots in different neighborhoods and seeing the impact that it makes with folks getting headshots. And time again, it just seems to be making such a positive impact. People are so appreciative and so welcoming to having a new headshot. I've had one person, matter of fact, came this past Saturday, said, listen, I got a new job and a new announcement, and they're going to announce it on Monday. Could I get my headshot before Monday?
Mm-hmm.
I edited that headshot on my phone and gave it to her before she walked out the door.
Wow. Wow.
I was like, listen, you need it on Monday, say less.
Right.
I'm
Man,
like,
listen.
and not every situation, we do like that. I try to get them out in a timely manner.
Mm-hmm.
I had the time to really do it, that I was
Mm-hmm.
able to say, you know what, let me edit this up for you and get this to you. And she was able to walk in on Monday morning with a brand new headshot and her new job announcement.
Mm. Mm.
I was
Mm.
like,
Mm.
And that's powerful.
Yeah,
That's
it
powerful.
is.
That's
It
that's
is.
so powerful that folks to be able to say, wow, this opportunity that allowed me to now step into my brand new job. And
Mm-hmm.
now to look at that headshot, and this was said to me yesterday when we were at in Delaware,
Mm-hmm.
that every headshot is a testimony of that person's life in that point in time, of what they've
Yes.
been through and what they've experienced and what they've seen. And that young lady now has a testimony of, now she has a new job and a new headshot that she can now walk in and be proud of. When she looks at her LinkedIn profiles, when she looks at, her social medias, wherever she chooses to use that headshot, and she can feel proud even when she looks at that job announcement and say, yes, that's me
That's a
in my
fact.
new job.
Now, how did you feel getting much more media press because you was on Philly 17? How did that come about, and how did you feel, or what was your natural reaction? Like, what was your reaction to it?
Honestly, man, I was humble. Like I'm just wanted to be to provide an opportunity. I was Philly 7, Positively Philly on Channel 17 came about through a TikTok that I did recapping the year of that I spent at the library in February, that I did towards the end of January.
Mm-hmm.
And that TikTok went like crazy. It didn't go like mad crazy viral where TikTok trying to throw you money, but for me it went viral enough where I turned around and had like about like 1,300 likes, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we have something here. And then
Yep.
folks just asking about it. When is this happening? When can I come get a headshot? What time it is to go from there? After that reel and that episode of PHL 17, that next Saturday, that very next the next day, we had 62 people come to the library for free headshots. 62. Blew my mind that day. I'm like, wow. And I can only realistically service like 48.
Wow.
Come back to the library.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to come back to the library and get them captured and get them the new headshot. So I even picked up a third day at the library that month because of the high response of theirs.
Wow.
So it was like, wow, okay, folks were really starting to come in. So it was so much that we had changed the dynamic of how we wanted to do the headshots. We started moving to sign up. But what sign up happened is folks would sign up. They're so excited. But then the day comes, oh my goodness, I can't come in. So next month in April, we're going to look to say, you know what? First come, first serve, walk in, come on and get this headshot. And I'm going to try to say, listen, let's draw it that way. So the folk that really want to be there will be there. Almost remnants to what it was back on the 10th of January. And that's what I really want to happen. I want folks to be there who really want to be there. And I don't want to deny the opportunity for those who feel like, oh my goodness, I wanted to come at 3. It's a 3 o'clock sign up. It's gone and I can't come anymore. I don't want, no, we're trying to remove those barriers. I
Mm-hmm.
want folks to come in and get a headshot, and we're going to efficiently make sure that they're getting.
All right. So you actually were just going in and out when you said I want my people to come get the professional headshot. You went in and out.
Okay,
So
I just want people to come in and get a quality headshot without barriers, without feeling like they have to come in a certain time,
mhm,
or if their time window is not correct, they won't be able to come in. I want people to, I want to eliminate those barriers as much as
I love
possible.
that. I love that. So let me ask you a question, right? Um, what are some mistakes that people might make when they choosing a photo for like their business or their personal brand?
The mistake they might make is they feel like they have to be too relaxed,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't really think about the image that they want to put out of themselves. That, like I said, your headshot speaks before you do.
Mm-hmm.
Your headshot tells the story of you before you even get to say a word. So when people see your headshot, they just see who they're dealing with and get a sense of confidence and comfort of what they are going to experience when they come to see you. So
Mm-hmm.
when you get in that comfort level with folks on personal level,
Mm-hmm.
because folks are opting and looking to do business with you.
Right.
They're opting and looking to say, you know what, I want to do my business with this person. I want to be able to invest in this person and pay money for whatever service, whether you are a bookkeeper, whether you are a realtor, whether you are a public adjuster, whether you are a lawyer, whatever the case may be. This is your opportunity to say, you know what, this is who I am, and I'm confident in what I'm doing.
So I love that. I love that. And I love that you've given the opportunity for people to get the headshot, professional headshot. So, and I've seen it personally, what I mean, how you are. How do you help people feel confident in front of the camera?
One, the first thing is just eliminate barriers. You know, most people, they come in, and the number one thing I always hear is, Aaron, I've never taken a picture before.
Hmm.
I've never been in front of the camera. I don't like taking her, and then I think a lot of walls just come tumbling down.
Hmm.
It's developing a comfort level with people so that they feel comfortable in front of the lens.
Hmm.
And that for me is something that I'm thankful that I was given the words to, to kind of sort of create comfort for folk, so
Hmm.
that they can be comfortable and be comfortable in the skin that they're in. And
Hmm.
then, get loosened up, shake the shoulders off, put yourself in a position. Think we have a mat there, so you ain't got to think about where you have to stand or how you have to stand, and
That's
just do
true.
the pertinent thing to say, all right, you got this. Let's get you captured. And
Right.
then my favorite thing to do is, I don't take a photo, capture the first photo and show it to them,
Fact.
and then look
Fact.
at it, like, and look at you. This is the
Mm.
person that said they couldn't capture a photo. And then their sense of pride comes over them, and they're like, "Oh, I can do this. Yes, you can, boo. Yes, you can. You can. Yes, sir. Well, I don't typically smile. Okay, headshot five that may look to have you come in and do a service for them. Make them
Hmm.
feel comfortable. What kind of person do you want them to see at their encountering you? And
Fact.
it's like I said, conversations happen, and usually within a minute of a good quality conversation, a lot
Hmm.
of the comfort level, the tension is lifted, and it becomes a lot more comfortable.
Yo, what were some of the challenges that you faced while building your brand?
Some of the challenges is the oversaturation of the market of photographers, which is always number one. There's
Hmm.
always going to be someone out there that can do it for less money than you.
Hmm.
And that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, because I feel like in 20 years of business, I have established myself as being someone who can accomplish and get things done the way it needs to get done. Yeah, have I made mistakes? Absolutely. Do I still make mistakes? Yes, I do. But I learn from those mistakes, and I try to pick up the pieces and move forward and do provide the best service humanly possible for me to do it. But the challenge is there's always someone that's going value rate and try to devalue what is being offered. But I have often now begun to settle in more and more that my price is my price, and that I think I've deserved the right to charge what I'm charging because
Hmm.
I've done it for so long. You're
Right.
not getting an amateur, at this. You're not getting a rookie who, doesn't know how to read the room, understand people's emotions, capture those emotions and those feelings, and then really connect with people on a personal level.
Right.
Photography across the board, whether I'm shooting a headshot, I'm shooting an event, I'm shooting a wedding, I'm shooting family portraits, is connecting with everyone you're pointing that camera at some way, shape, or form, and making them feel welcome in the space and making them feel comfortable enough to know that you're going to be on the lens and you're going to be your best self on that lens.
Yes, indeed. So now let's get into this legacy. What legacy do you hope, your work can leave as a photographer, especially in creating in the community? Like, what legacy do you hope that it'll translate in?
Um, the legacy that I hope to create is one being, I mean, really taking the time to build quality partnerships and
Hmm.
using those partnerships to grow substantially. I may be in year 20, but I'm not done yet. I'm nowhere near close to being done. I'm thankful to God that I have my youth is still in front of me. I'll be
Hmm.
49 next Friday. So I'm thankful that my youth is still a little still in front of me. I still can see it.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes without my glasses, I don't see it, but with my glasses on, I see it. It's there. But just being able to say that I made a positive impact in the community, and I wanted to see my community be successful.
Yeah.
One thing I've learned in doing this, and even in ministry and everything else like that, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about
Mhm.
really genuinely caring for other people and wanting to see them be successful. That makes me happy. That gives me peace. That brings me joy.
Hey,
And knowing that and the
love it.
ecstaticness of folks in terms of just disbelief. That's me?
Hmm.
Yes, that's you. I did nothing. All I did was push a button.
Yep. Mm.
But I mean, understanding the dynamics of the lighting and everything, I understand that dynamic. But
Yeah.
making them see their bet. Listen, this is you.
Yeah.
You were captured. You did this, and just have that sense of pride. I mean, I go through images. I post images. In terms of the headshots that I've captured, the headshots folks selected, and I'm proud of them too. I'm proud
Hmm.
that they are embracing. I met a culinary therapist
Mm.
who does therapy through cooking.
Mm.
And she bought her therapy book and a whisk and a bowl and wanted to capture a headshot. I said, let's go.
I know
I met
that's
a
right.
DJ who
Hmm.
had a little DJ programming board and stuff like that. I was like, she had a bigger one. I was like, I was surprised. She's like, I couldn't bring the bigger one. It was too big. And I asked her, I was like, who's it going to be too big for? Because, girl, listen, I will find a way to make that fit in the head. Girl, don't try me. Even yesterday, 10, 11 years old. She
Hmm.
creates beads. She sells and creates and sells beads. I asked her, did you bring the beads? She's like, oh, I forgot them. I was like, the next time we see each other, I want to capture your headshot with those beads. Because
Mm.
she was 11 years old, trying to build her business.
I
And
love
I
that.
wanted her to have a headshot that reflected her and her business.
I
And it
love
wasn't a matter about gaining anything. It's a matter of helping her springboard her business forward so that she could be successful. Seeing that and doing those things, that's where I find the most joy. That's what makes me the
that.
most happy.
Listen, man, we gotta definitely give you your flowers while you're here. We appreciate you, man. The community appreciates you 100% because what you're doing for just not just for your brand, but for the community, taking the time out to capture these beautiful headshots for anyone. You don't hear a lot of photographers doing that. I'm just going to be honest.
True. And let alone it's like people don't equate free with quality.
Mm,
People equate free with, okay, and then thanks for coming.
yeah,
And I'm trying to change the narrative. If you're going to give somebody a gift, give a good gift.
yeah, Yeah,
Don't just throw the lights up and say, all right, I hope it comes out well and go from there. Really be intentional of the gift that you're doing. And I think that's what resonates, deeply with me. I don't want to just give a headshot. I want to give a good headshot.
I know that's right.
I want to give I'm so particular with myself. If it doesn't look right, I will rework it. I will make adjustments. I will go. You will feel like you're in the whole studio. So you're like, oh, you're doing it again. I was like, yeah, I need to do a few more.
I
But when I
love it.
walk away, when I show you that picture behind there, I'm confident in the fact, you know what? We got it. And this is good.
That's awesome. So now the question I want to ask you: if someone wants to elevate their brand or book a professional headshot with you, tell them how they can get in contact with you, man.
Well, you can definitely reach out to my social media, Aaron DA, or my first and last name, Aaron Stallworth, on Instagram. You can feel free to check my website out. AaronStallworthPhotography.com. All my contacts are in there. You can definitely schedule a consultation, which I definitely recommend if you're especially looking to get a headshot or definitely looking to elevate your brand and want a branding session. The consultation is the best way to start. You can schedule a meeting with me on my calendar, and then we can talk about what your visions are, what's your goal for your branding headshot, your branding session, and what's your goal for your headshot, and definitely look to help you meet those goals.
Man, listen, dude. I appreciate you, man. I definitely appreciate you. Keep on doing your thing, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't understand your network is your net worth.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And all those headshots that you are creating is going to be your network. And they are going to bring you business. You know what I mean? Because everybody want to know where you get that picture from.
And you
Especially
know
when it's
what?
good.
You know what? And I'm just that I want to leave behind because I
Mhm.
want folks to know that they've gotten something good and they've gotten something of quality and they got something to be proud of. I
Right.
don't. That's just if they're being proud and they're showing it, and then I just see it, looking, I just smile. I'm just thankful to see it on their LinkedIn profile, to see it in their social media profile, to see it when they share them. I'm just thankful. I say thank you, and you did an amazing job. That was all you. I just basically made sure I did my part.
That's right. That's right. Well, look, man, I thank you. And we can't wait to do a lot of business with you. We
Thank
appreciate you so much, man. Keep on doing the things in your community, man. Keep on doing the things that can help out people. But before we go, OT always give a quote. Remember, y'all, your vision, your voice, and your purpose matter. So if
you.
someone asks you how you doing today, you always tell them I'm doing better than yesterday. I
Amen.
love y'all. Y'all be good. And we will see y'all next week. Same time, same place here on the OT Radio Show with my man, the headshot guy, Mr. Aaron Stallworth. Y'all can make sure y'all check him out. Where you going to be at this weekend?
This weekend I'm working actually. I'm doing 2 graduate sessions. Actually I
Woo!
just I'm doing 2 grad portrait sessions this weekend and
Okay.
an engagement session on Friday. So work is coming. So I'm thankful for that. I'm looking to basically post up for my next headshot session. So I'm putting feelers out there to see if I can get one more done in March and start preparing for April's headshot session at the library and just making some other partnerships. So we're trying to grow it. That's my work now for the next couple of weeks.
I love it. I love it. All right, man. Well, listen, man. I appreciate you. Love you. Be easy, bro. We appreciate everything that you're doing, especially in the community. And yo, you out of here.
Thanks, man.
Peace on the OT Show.